this is very much not the kind of face that I would like to see going through a back alleyway, and particularly not a back alleyway loaded with doors. This man has absolutely developed a reputation for himself around Demand Lucha, and you fans are about to find out why.
Well, Seraphis is a different kind of athlete, a different kind of luchador, but he's taking on a different boy here tonight. Jimmy Lloyd returning to Demand Lucha, and he's got one hell of a mountain to climb in the huge and mighty Seraphis. I kind of want to know where he gets the doors from. Where the hell does he get all these doors?
Keeping Big Door in business, clearly.
And his opponent, making his return to Demand Lucha, weighing in tonight at 236 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, here is Broski Jimmy Lloyd.
Is this new gear for Jimmy? I haven't seen a Jimmy Lloyd match in a month or two, so is this new gear? I don't know. I'm gonna give the mic up to Chris here, Tempest. You guys have fun. I'm gonna watch this match from the crowd. It's gonna be insane.
Well, it's not going to be a one that you want to miss here, fans. And I mean, you might be able to tell that Jimmy Lloyd has a bit of an inspiration in his presentation, in his gear, in his music, in his mannerisms. But that inspiration might go a lot further than he's expecting. Because to the person that he's drawing that inspiration from, well, he also knew a thing or two about being put through large objects by much larger men.
Bell has sounded here. It's Chris Crucifix on the call. Thank you for joining us here at Mass by Midnight Tempest. It's a pleasure to have you back at Demand Lucha, and a pleasure to be calling the action alongside. But you can see Jimmy Lloyd doesn't want any part of Seraphis early on in this contest. All doors legal here.
Jimmy has to know what he's getting himself into here. The match was advertised. This is not a surprise what he's having to deal with.
Jimmy Lloyd, no stranger to Demand Lucha, so he definitely would know what Seraphis is all about. But you can see the pleas here of Jimmy Lloyd right now. A little late to make peace here. Seraphis not sure what to make of it. Senior official Brad Myers overseeing this contest. And you know things get a little tough, hot and heavy when you got Seraphis out there. I think that means no handshake here tonight. Respect will be shown only once you go through those doors when you earn it here, by passing through Seraphis's portals of hell, his gates of hell. And the fans in Toronto, they want to see Seraphis put Jimmy Lloyd through that door.
There truly is only one thing these fans want to see in this one, but Jimmy Lloyd is going to make him wait for it.
Oh, turning him inside out. The number one Broski sent for a ride here.
Who appoints someone the number one Broski? Is there a committee that has to go through first?
Mr. Woo-Woo-Hoo himself, Zack Ryder. Are we allowed to call him Zack Ryder? Matt Cardona.
I was going to say, it sounds like a committee of one.
We're in Canada. We're a bit behind with the times. Jimmy Lloyd back on the apron now.
Again, spending far too much time occupied with what the fans think, getting brought back in the hard way, and now getting set up in the opposite corner.
Whoa! Brad Myers almost sent through that door. Jimmy Lloyd, right place at the right time, able to cut the big bull off. Seraphis in a bad way here right now.
There are, of course, no disqualifications in this LuchaDoors match, and that doesn't mean that Jimmy Lloyd isn't going to act underhandedly.
Jimmy Lloyd's in his element, if you ask me. Here we go. Straddles him on the middle turnbuckle, middle rope here.
I really had thought we'd seen the last of one-legged tights. Maybe I was just wishing that we had. Blatant showing of disrespect now from Jimmy Lloyd.
Might be a mistake there from Jimmy Lloyd. You don't want to get Seraphis mad. Jimmy Lloyd maybe looking for another door underneath that ring, and usually we're loaded with him here at Demand Lucha. Smothering the bull across that rope once again, Tempest.
I always just assume that Seraphis buys all the doors himself. He's keeping the doors business in Toronto open by himself. Jimmy Lloyd clearly trying to go a different direction with things here.
We got chairs in the ring, and now another door on display here from the Broski.
He had to let everybody know what he thinks of that door.
Perfectly legal after he just smothered him with that steel chair.
This is clearly a battle of Home Depot ideology. This is the tale-old time story of the chair versus the door.
Jimmy Lloyd right at home here, propping that chair between those ropes, between those turnbuckles.
Some members of our crowd here trying to give Jimmy Lloyd a piece of his mind, who sends Seraphis face first into the steel chair. Jimmy Lloyd not done letting Seraphis hear what he's got to say, and he might be setting up for the Broski boot.
3 pumps with that fist in the air. The Broski connects, but didn't quite get what he wanted on Seraphis. Hooks the leg. 2 count only. We haven't seen any doors broken yet. All doors legal. Toronto not impressed with Jimmy Lloyd's antics here.
Oh, good grief. Scrambling Seraphis' brains with that chair shot.
How much more will he be able to take here at the hands of Jimmy Lloyd? Woo, woo, woo.
Oh my God.
Wow.
No one home for the Rough Rider. And a chair off the cranium of Jimmy Lloyd. It might be time for us to start seeing the doors make a bit of a resurgence.
Jimmy Lloyd might be out of it here, face first with that steel chair. A little bit of a receipt here from Seraphis. Things out of control here, and it's only the second match at Mass by Midnight.
There's going to be debris and destruction to be cleared from this ring by the time we're already done. We've seen one chair bented and contorted out of its natural shape. And that surely is not all we're going to be seeing in this doors match by the time all is said and done.
Both men to their feet, but Seraphis able to strike first. Jimmy with that boot up. Scoops him. Just barely missing that door. Big man goes up. And down he goes, hooks the leg.
A big Vader bomb only being good for a 2 count here. Seraphis does have the strength and the weight advantage in this match. And now he's looking to bring in, well, call it the hardware, his unique specialty weapons of the match.
It's been a staple at Demand Lucha over the years, the path of destruction that Seraphis has laid bare here in the rings of Demand Lucha, looking to add another body to the list. Jimmy Lloyd with the low blow.
And a Rough Rider.
Another close call for the Broski here at Parkdale Hall. And he can't believe it.
It might have been Seraphis saying good night if hit by the man who's actually perfected that move. But with Jimmy Lloyd trying to offer him radio silence, it still is not quite enough.
Lloyd trying to renounce that deathmatch style that he's known for. More of a sports entertainer these days.
Waiting for Seraphis to turn around.
Oh, no!
And gets powerbombed through the door.
Right back up one more time.
And a Death Valley driver as Toronto goes wild. And Seraphis wins the LuchaDoors match.
Here is your winner, the master of the LuchaDoors, the mighty Seraphis! Seraphis not getting paid by the hour here tonight, Tempest, making short work of one of the hardcore icons in independent professional wrestling, Jimmy F. and Lloyd the Broski, going home with a loss tonight in Toronto.
Well, you don't try and play one-on-one with Michael Jordan. You don't try and throw a punch at Mike Tyson. And you do not go one-on-one with Seraphis in a Doors match here at Demand Lucha. Jimmy Lloyd taking a very long, painful walk back to the locker room after this match, letting out a scream of discomfort on the way.
Jimmy Lloyd not impressed with the turn of events here at Parkdale Hall. Seraphis going home with a big W here tonight on Mass by Midnight.